Take a look at that fabulous tandoori chicken. And what's the one next to it with the little pepper?
Curry.
Chickpea curry.
Chana masala, that's right.
I'm going to just demolish those two dishes now.
Excellent.
Joining me is Anish Mehra. You are with the East India Company restaurant. Where's the restaurant located?
We're at 210 Somerset West, just between Elgin and Metcalfe.
Okay. Now we are talking about the South Asian Festival coming up.
That's right.
And you're showing me an example of some of the different foods we can expect to find at the festival,
That's right. Yeah, the festival actually goes on for 2 days. Over the 2 days, you're going to get a chance to try a lot of food, see a lot of dancing, a lot of presentations, just a little full taste of the Indian culture, the South Asian culture.
And I think I'll be attempting to do a bit of dancing later in the show.
Yeah.
And the grins that you and your counterparts have on your face make me think that I'm going to struggle with it.
No, it's easy. It's easy. Usually first-timers pick it up like that. Don't worry about it.
So it's so easy that you're going to get in on it?
You know what? I actually have to go back to the restaurant right after.
Right. Okay, what are we cooking here?
We're doing 2 dishes, like I mentioned, the ones you saw earlier, the chickpea curry and tandoori chicken. The first one we're doing is the chickpea curry. And what I've done here is I'm just warming up some oil, and I've added some fresh ginger, garlic, and some jalapenos to it.
Smells phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, very simple dishes, but very, very flavorful. And anyone who's had Indian food before will recognize all the complexities, all the different spices that go into it. Now that the oil is hot, I'm going to add some garam masala, which is a spice blend of 7 different spices, and a little bit of paprika.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, once we put these in the heat, you'll see the aroma just fills the room.
Oh, I'm already smelling it. It smells so good. Where can people get these ingredients if they were interested in making this at home?
We do blend our own spices. We make them ourselves. You can find them at Farm Boy stores under the East India Company brand. You can also come to the restaurant or go to Produce Depot. They all carry our spices.
The only problem is many people at home, I'm sure, are just like me, and no matter how many times we watch you make this, and no matter how slowly and simply you walk us through it, we can never recreate it.
Well, you know what? That's why you have to go to the South Asian Festival.
Exactly. Okay, tell me about when does the festival start?
The festival starts Friday, August 10th, and carries over to the 11th. The first day is actually held on a boat. So it's a boat cruise. Tickets for that are $50. You're going to see a lot of dancing, a lot of Bhangra dancing. You're going to try a full meal at that boat cruise. You're going to learn a lot about the Indian culture. The second day is completely free. It's held at Confederation Park from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And there, you're going to get to see a lot of dancing, a lot of booths, a lot of people doing presentations, and of course, a lot of food.
A lot of really good food. You're right. Once the heat gets to it, you can really kind of smell that there.
Yeah, it opens right up. I added a little bit of tomato paste. That creates the base for your sauce. And what you're going to do, sort of as a final step, is add your chickpeas.
All right. Now, what are the chickpeas soaking in there?
It's just a little bit of their own water. Just helps create the sauce and helps avoid it from drying out too much.
Okay.
Adds the flavor. So now what we do is for this dish, we'll just give it a few minutes to simmer and reduce until we reach the consistency and color that we like. Very simple, as you can see. Very straightforward.
So while we let this simmer and reduce, you've also got a bit of a marinade for me to put together back here, right?
I'm going to have you make a marination for tandoori chicken. What I've already done is I've got the plain yogurt in there, and I've added just a little bit of paprika for color to it. I'm going to have you add a little bit more paprika.
A little bit more?
Yeah.
Like how much more?
That is perfect.
That's perfect. Okay.
Again, we've got, this one is tandoori masala. It's a blend that's made specially for barbecuing, for tandoori chickens, for meats. And you can add a touch of that.
Tell me when.
And that's good.
Okay, that's the blend of 7 homemade spices.
Exactly. And then a little bit of chili powder. You might want to go a little bit lighter on that one. And there you go.
Yeah, spicy. And
again,
more garlic?
Fresh ginger and garlic. We grind it up so that it's not chunks. And that all goes in, and you just stir it up.
Did I put in too much?
You're a natural.
Okay. So I'll mix this up. The good thing is, when I'm typically cooking, I splatter all over myself. But today, it's as though I planned ahead. My dress is tandoori chicken colored.
And what I've got is I've got a couple breasts of chicken here. And what you would do is you would just add that, once it's a smooth consistency, right over the chicken. And you would let it marinate for a couple hours. Overnight if possible. And then put it right onto the barbecue. Or if you have a tandoori oven at home, into there.
Overnight is better.
Overnight is always better.
A tandoori oven?
Yes.
What is that?
It's an Indian clay oven. Most people do not have one of these. It's a large clay oven fired by coal or gas. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
I want to try some of it, but this is the utensils that I'm working with. Okay, I think that I could probably get some chickpea into me with this. All right. Is it super spicy?
No, it's mild. This one's a medium, actually. It should be okay, though. You'll be fine.
I knew I would love it.
Yeah. It is one of the most popular dishes, completely vegan, very popular with everyone. It's a standard at the restaurant.
It is so good.
Yeah. No.
So again, people can get a taste of the food at the South Asian Festival, but you won't be going anywhere. We will be joining up with them once again later in the show to take a look at some of the entertainment that can be expected.